the Big House. Bathed in maize and blue, welcome to Ann Arbor, home of the Michigan Wolverines. Today, a Big Ten clash, and you know when you square off against a conference opponent, the blood boils a little hotter. As we'll see, the Washington Huskies taking on the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. And he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Michigan's offense will have the football first. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows to have success in this game against this defense is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual.
Turning it on! He's at the 50, at the 30, 10. Touchdown, Michigan! Great job by the back on the option.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. Fielded in the end zone, it's Washington. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Washington Huskies offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
Williams looking for a man. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. On the run, it's Coleman. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. And the Huskies are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. Washington coming to the line with another first down. He wants to throw it again. Snagged out of the air. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The noise level is relentless here on second down. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
What a great play. Winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack, and that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that dominant play right there coming from their D-line.
A really nice job by the quarterback, putting some extra heat on that throw. As a defensive back, I'm going to drive to that curl, try to get there really quick to try to break up the pass, but when the QB puts it that hard on the money with that much accuracy, really hard route to defend.
Will not get there. A fourth down stop. On the run, it's Haynes. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Quickly to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. After that last completion, it's second down. Looking to fire. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. The sure hands, it's Moore. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. After picking up a couple of first downs already on this drive, they'll snap it from close to midfield. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Wide open downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic. But Michigan doesn't really have those guys most of the time at that quarterback spot. But when they find those good ones, they have great seasons.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Off the play fake. Lofts one high and deep. Snatches it on the right. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on first and 10. Going to the running game. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. The Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Under fire. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one, and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
catches it at the 15. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. This should be the last play of the quarter. Little touch pass to the receiver. They throw it in reverse as that's the final play here in the first period. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Taking it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And what a play by the defender. He's on an island all by himself in cover one man coverage. Just him and the wideout, and he ends up winning, coming up with a big INT.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. Williams will pass. Grab near the marker. It's Boston. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Going to sling it on second down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
He's got it on the move. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. The give to the tailback. Getting that push. A pickup of 4 out to the 26.
Once you get in triple digits, that's a good day for a running back. That's it right there. 100 on the dot. He's had a really nice day. Showed you patience, showed you physicality, showed you a little bit of everything on his way to 100 yards.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Wide receiver comes in motion. To throw, it's Underwood. The sweet feet buy a little time. And the rush will get to him at the 25. It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. trying to do it on the ground. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Coleman. Oh, got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Washington! A great catch and run for 6. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He'll start this drive firing. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Crosses the 45. At the 40, there he goes. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Wolverines! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off on the ground, a 67-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll send the back in motion. Williams looking for a man. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield.
And the offense, after giving up that sack, they're not going to take time to think about what happened. They're going right back to the line of scrimmage to try to run another play.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Takes a hit as he fires. And the missed connection on 3rd down. Washington sends out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Slips through the line. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Rushes on him. Blasted as he lets it go. And there are flags flying as the pass falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. You can't do that. An illegal forward pass will cost the offense 5 yards. And now on second down for this offense. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Moore. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. It'll be third and long. The give to the back. Brought down at the 33-yard line as this defense gets a third down stop. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. And the Wolverines will have it first and 10. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They run the reverse. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. The Wolverines will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Michigan! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. He'll bring it out. It's Coleman. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sidelines, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Ann Arbor. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas in the booth at Michigan Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Wolverines will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away.
Yeah, and man, you talk about being down at the half. What's one thing I need to do? I got to protect my quarterback. In the first series here now, you're getting your quarterback hit and taken to the ground. This offense has to protect that dude at all costs.
So here comes the Michigan offense. They were able to do whatever they wanted the last time they had it. They put together some runs, they completed some passes, and they put a touchdown on the board. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Snagged in the middle. It's Haynes. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? He's going for it all. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Wolverines will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Slips one guy now. Oh my goodness, he's still moving. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And the Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Pulls it in. It's Boston. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge 3rd down here in the big house. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Washington sends out the punt team. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Finds his man. It's Klein. Out of bounds at the 22, and just like that, they're out of trouble. And the Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Catch in the middle, it's Boston. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a 1st down and a pickup of 10. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Gonna run it. It's Coleman.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense...
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. When you have the type of defensive lineman that Michigan has had over the years, you don't always have to send the house to get to a quarterback.
No, it's a beautiful thing when you're a defensive coordinator, when you got big, strong stuff.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Deep down the right side. What great concentration to stay in bounds and make the catch. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge game. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Williams will pass. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. But you've seen his athleticism, his speed, and his bend, and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Handoff to the lone back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. He'll pull it on the read. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Green. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Williams looking for a man. Throws for the tight end. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Just needs a crack to get a return. Makes the tackle, really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They've built a cushion, they've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They go back to work with a 1st down in the final period of this one. From the gun, the ground game. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here?
Looking for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. And the Wolverines will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Got it in the middle. It's Boston.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
It's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
Now this offense is back on the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
Williams will pass. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Washington wants to go quickly.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Another incompletion on 3rd down. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go right back to him. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. Oh, and the attempt is no good. After the missed field goal, fellas, still a 13-point ball game. Williams looking for a man. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The Huskies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He'll take another shot here. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. Washington coming to the line with another 1st down. Looking to throw again. Caught over the middle. It's Evans. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Takes a hit as he fires. Touchdown, Huskies! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the W.
And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the 4th quarter. We've got an opportunity, 1 possession down, to get back in this thing. I just got to do whatever I got to do to make that happen.
You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. And this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.